There's a lot of characters in the Fallout 4 universe. There's characters that will kill you 5 times before you hit the ground. There's people that will kill you 5 times after you hit the ground. But, however, there's one character that is unique to all these characters. A character simply called Lefty. Now, I don't know if you guys know this. My friends used to call me Lefty. Now, which is funny. So I proposed the question: can you beat Fallout 4 as Lefty? So, to begin with this, I wonder what exactly does Lefty have for items? So as you can see here, it's a Super Sledge Deathclaw Gauntlet, but however, as you can see here, I got a combat knife, a hardened left arm, Raider's leather, and pocketed metal chest piece. Now, the reason why for that is because Lefty actually has more than one weapon, and he is actually random with all the weapons he gets. Now, I can use that to my advantage. I can obviously see the combat knife there, so I have a way to get actually a weapon in the first game, and let me show you how. So first of all, it obviously comes to creating the character. Now, let me go. Boom, that looks accurate, doesn't it? Let's see. Looks like how to do. After doing that beautiful man, which is me, by the way, I began to wonder what is the factions I'm going to be a part of, and what is the skills that I'm going to have. Obviously, all the build's going to be a strength build kind of thing, and obviously, of course, I was trying to figure out how to organize all that shit. And let me be honest with you, it took so long, and even though it took so long, there were some cracks within the thing. So so that's for future me. Let me be honest with you. I wouldn't recommend doing this build. Let me be honest with you, because I went all over the place. I went fucking senile. I don't know why or why not. But anyway, after I signed my special stats, I started to finish up and started to go over to the vault. After seeing my wife die for the 500 fucking time today. So after all that, I wanted to not kill the rat roaches until I got my weapons. So basically, all you need to do is close the door behind them, and that's it. Yeah, so you close the door and then you fucking hide, and that's it. So after making to the surface, I started to run over to get my combat knife, which is obviously beside Sanctuary. It's in the rowboat in the east corner of the place. I wanted to get some weapons first, so I wanted to get my combat knife, which is really, let me be honest with you, it's like a toothpick to all these enemies. Also, if you want to know, I got the book as well, but I got it very late in the game. Because you see, the reason why is simply because, as I said to you before, I was kind of mad with the skills kind of thing. So the perks and all that stuff, I'm not going to share you my perk build. Let me be honest with you, it was fucking drug as fucking hell. Like I felt like like during this playthrough, like I even forgot like the quintessential what, like, you know, like I planned this, like I was planning this, and I think I just fucked it up. Like, you know, like one misstep and you fuck it all up. And I just like wasted 20 hours straight just trying to get a fucking build out of this fucking guy. And I'm trying to fucking learn from my mistakes as well. So yeah. So I just realized that the Deathclaw is not going to be able to be killed by a fucking toothpick of a fucking knife, even with power armor. So I decided to think about something else. I decided to think about the future. I wanted to go to Diamond City so I can go and sell my shit, sell whatever shit I have on on me, and then try to go and get the Deathclaw Gauntlet. or the super sledge. Now the super sledge is defended by a super mutant called Hamo, and there is a Declaw gauntlet after you defeat the devils. No, after you do the quest the devils do, which is the pristine egg thing. Like you have to bring it back to the Declaw, and he will give you the you have to give the egg back to the Declaw, and he give you an egg. Now I was kind of thinking while I was walking here, while I was doing this here, what faction will I go with? And I decided to go with the Railroad because I already did the Minutemen, and I don't want to do the Brotherhood of Steel, and I don't think my character would do the Brotherhood of Steel because he's a fucking raider. Same thing with Minutemen, you're fucking fighting against raiders all the time. So I kind of thought, and then I was like thinking the Institute would be shit anyway. I don't think my raider would be going after the Institute. Besides, I'm gonna go for a build that will go for the Institute anyway. So that just left with the Railroad, which is unfortunate. Which I kind of deserve because I kept killing them all the fucking time. So yeah. After passing the Creation Club's fucking nightmare, yeah, by the way, I bought all the Creation Club items, all that shit, the bundle thing, and that's what spawns in the fucking guys in power armor. But hey, it's a consequence for me, so I decided to run over to the right side. Anyway, so I began to go over to the Declaw Gauntlet to try to get my Declaw Gauntlet. While I was walking over to the Museum of Witchcraft, I was kind of thinking, why am I going after Declaw Gauntlet with a fucking serrated toothpick? I was kind of thinking, maybe if I can distract the Declaw and run over to the door and try to get the pristine egg sneakily. Well, I don't have any fucking perks in the stealth build. Just run over, grab the egg, and get out. And try to grab the hall tape, because if I grab the hall tape, that'll start the quest. But anyway, yeah, so let's get started. After 10 hours of my life being wasted to try to find the Museum Craft of Witchery, I decided to enact my plan, let's just say. Successful, let's go. Okay, now we need to do the Declaw Gauntlet. You know the funny thing is about the Declaw Gauntlet, I was so fucking stupid about the Declaw Gauntlet. I didn't even know it existed until I was like thinking to myself, what's the point of giving the egg to him? And I always run away, let me be honest with you, I always fucking run away because the reason why is because I thought the Declaw was gonna kill me, but no, it looks like it doesn't kill you. Anyway, I go back to Sanctuary and I see what I need to do to upgrade this thing to get 3 claws. After spending a very long time just to try to get those fucking parts, I got those 3 Declaw claws, and it looks fucking cool, let me be honest with you. It looked fucking cool. So yeah, this is gonna be my weapon from now, until I get the Super Sledge. So I tried to attempt to get the Super Sledge, but obviously, of course, since it's guarded by super mutants, and I'm only at level fucking 5 by now, at this point, I decided to, yeah, I obviously died a couple of fucking times. Wow, way to use my head. But still, I decided to back out and start to actually gain some more levels to actually fight the super mutants. And this time, I decided to do some main missions, let's just say.
In here! Please help!
Okay, I kind of lied. I was kind of testing out the strength of this weapon, and the only way how is to get the paint retrieval for Abbott. But anyway, enough of side quests malarkey. Let's actually go to the main quests. After my interview with Piper, I hopefully go to Nick Valentine. So my dumbass self from the past didn't save Nick Valentine. He's actually going to do another attempt on getting the sledgehammer. And by the way, I'm only level 6 at this point, or 7, I don't know. And I couldn't even fucking defeat a rad scorpion. Like, look at this. Look at this right here. Like, I got crippled by a fucking rad scorpion, and I almost died to a rad scorpion. Like, like, don't I ever learn? No, I guess not. But anyway. After dying 50 times to super mutants, something inside me snapped during this point right here. I began to become like Doomslayer in a way. Like I was like, stop being a fucking pussy and let's be a fucking man for once. So I ripped and teared until I was fucking done. And I killed literally nearly every single low level fucking thing while I was going to Nick Valentine. So now I'm going to Nick Valentine, so let's go. Wait, where am I going? I lost faith within myself. I didn't write any scripts for this. I didn't write anything for myself, really. Let me be honest with you. I think I went to the railroad. I didn't actually save Nick Valentine until I was like level 15 or some shit like that. I don't know. But yeah, let's just skip to the fucking main mission. Wait a minute, where the fuck am I going? Oh no, don't tell me I'm doing that again. I'm doing another attempt again. God damn it. Didn't I not learn from my mistakes? Like, come on. Alright, fine. Wait a minute. Hold on. The sledgehammer fell down on the ground. Oh, you smart man. Oh, I'm smart. So the big leagues perk makes it so that it stuns it out of the thing. Well, I failed here obviously, but if I run away, I'll obviously get it. So now that I got the super sledge, finally, I hope I get some main missions done. I guess I wanted to get that super sledge so badly. While I was making my way towards the railroad to actually fully talk to them, because now I have a super sledge, I can be able to do the synths thing. Let me be honest with you, the only problem with this build was the sim packs. Let me be honest with you, I ran out of sim packs so many times in this gameplay. So many times. So after entering the church, I started to go to the railroad, and this time not to kill them. After I talked to the railroad about joining them, I started to do the Nick Valentine quest to get him rescued, obviously, of course. So we begin and we started killing all the people. After killing all the people, I started to save Nick Valentine. By the way, Dina was piss easy, by the way. And then we went over to kill Skinny Malone. And obviously, I didn't know how much power the Super Sledge had.
Come into my house? Guys, you have any idea how...
What the fuck was I worried about? What the fuck was I worried about? Yeah, I was pretty surprised about how it instantly killed Skinny Malone, even though he's quite strong at this stage. And I was only like, what, level 10, I guess? I was only at level 10, you're supposed to be here at level 15 at the latest. That's the funniest thing. But I started to begin my journey to do more railroad quests, I'm guessing. I have no idea what I did, to be honest with you, but still. After talking to Deacon about the railroad quest, just get it started, I began to regret buying the bundle. You'll see why. Don't worry, they were easy because they were in a confined space. Of course, they're gonna be piss easy because obviously they have nowhere to shoot. So we get started to do the railroad quest. I get it done. I talk to Desmond Mona and I get started on the railroad quest, more railroad quest to get it started. Once I get that done, I started to save Preston and the gang. I know what you're gonna say, but I'm a raider. I'm not supposed to save the Minutemen. Well, look. At this point, I was like kind of thinking, what if this is the beginning of Lefty's journey into becoming more betrayal near the end? And so that's the way I was going. Sure, I wasn't going to side with them. I was not going to do any of the other missions. I just want to get that fucking first mission done in any fucking way. And I wanted to see also how the Super Sledge would go against a Declaw. So now that I'm going to get the power armor, yes, I'm going to get the power armor. Let me be honest with you, I'm not a melee build. So let me be honest with you, I've never done a melee build. I'm more of a guns person, let me be honest with you. So, I don't know my own strength, let me be honest with you. But still, anyway. Besides, I didn't even have a fucking fusion core anyway, so I'd be walking like a fucking slug anyway. It was just to protect from fucking Declaw fucking grabbing me. Looks like that plan didn't work out as planned, but I still killed Declaw in the end. It was piss easy. Like, it only took 3 swings. And I was like mad. I was like, okay, so now I understand how much strength I have. So maybe, just maybe, I just actually start doing the main quest instead of doing some side quests. Let me be honest with you, I attempted this guy about 7 times. Over 7 times. Not lying to you. I don't know what came over me. I feel like I was like, you know what? Let me see if I can kill him. And I tried to do this over and over again. I died like about 7 fucking times. Or something like that. I don't know how many times I died in that, to this guy. But in the end, I did actually kill him. Let me be honest with you. Yeah, you go ahead and teabag him, but let's go back to actually doing the main mission. So I get the stuff for the railroad to be done, so I did more missions for the railroad. I started to do all the railroad missions, and then suddenly something came up. Something came up that was detrimental, and you'll see why in a minute. For the life of me, this guy would not light up the lantern, but that's not the detrimental part yet. This is not the detrimental part yet. But yeah, he wouldn't light up the lantern, but it's still fixed at the end. I got it fixed at the end. But I was saving up my criticals for one last person, and you'll see who it is. After seeing my twin brother, I started to find a way to kill him.
To enter the failsafe codes.
So after killing my twin brother, I started to display him on a table to give him some more decency, because he is me, after all. But I decided to show him one last time to show my face to him, and then I started to take off his left hand and his left leg. Now that I reduced my brother into being a Ray now, I started to do the quest then, and I started to feel guilty. And I started to think, maybe it was me that killed me. But, hey, look at the end of the day. At least I made a video out of it. After saving Rex and Mr. Strong from Fist, because obviously there's a bobblehead here that will give you a melee bobblehead, and I was wondering how much would it take to kill Fist. Christ, it looks like it didn't need a bobblehead. But anyway, so I got the bobblehead and I started to do some stuff. I decided to do the main mission to show Dogmeat the cigar so I can beat Kellogg. However, it seems like Dogmeat had a different idea. Yeah, he spawned next to the Red Rocket and he's not supposed to be there. He's supposed to be in Diamond City so you can show him the cigar. And look what happened.
Get the scent, boy. Dog meat. 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 Get the scent, boy.
So Dogmeat, for the life of him, would not show me where Kellogg is, even though I know where he is Fort Hagen. However, he needs to know, he needs to be at Fort Hagen in order for Kellogg to actually spawn, which is actually bullshit. So, technically speaking, I'm in a soft lock. So basically, I will not be able to beat the game if Dogmeat will not show me where Kellogg is. I don't know what happened, let me be honest with you. I just was doing the railroad missions and Dogmeat just spawned at the Red Rocket truck shop. So I kind of got a little bit frustrated, so to answer your question, yes, you can beat Fallout 4 as Lefty. However, without glitches or exploits, and there's like a save that was like 30 years ago. I'm not going to go back all the way to level 10 just to get Dogmeat to be fixed. So, in short terms, yes, you can beat Fallout 4 as Lefty. Granted, if you don't get Dogmeat, if you don't show Dogmeat the cigar the first time you fucking see him, which is bullshit. It's like he knows I'm doing a challenge and he's pissed me off trying to do that to me. But still, so yeah, I'm being basically soft locked into not actually being able to complete the mission. So I went out with dignity, and I just was like thinking, I went insane. So I basically made up a lore for my character. So since like he was with Lorenzo and all that stuff, and he was addicted to the mysterious serum, I kind of decided to do this. So in short, you can be Fallout 4 as Lefty.